So there I was,
It hasn't been
in
easy.
Galmac,
So much
with
about them is
Imperials
lost in the
all
Red
around
Year,
me.
and they are
Wait.
illegal. Luckily,
You're not a
we
tavern
are
wench.
technically
I would be
between
a
three
very,
provinces.
very ugly tavern wench. So, I guess thank you for thinking that I'm pretty enough to be a tavern wench. What happened in the mine?
We dug into a dwarven ruin. It's not that big, but it's full of those
Sounds intimidating.
goddamn elf
How
things
did
with
the
no
tournament
eyes.
go down?
Oh, you mean Falmer?
That's what you call those nasty buggers? Doesn't matter either way. We need them cleared out. Are you up for the task?
Sure. I'll get on it.
That's it, Dragonborn. My thanks to you.
Started. Remnants. Oh, hey, everybody's here.
I got word of another settlement that needs your help.
I'll kill you.
Remember,
You think I won't do it?
need
I'll do
Magicka
it.
for potions.
Oh, wow. Literally everyone is here. Well, if there was ever a time to pick up other quests, I guess now would be the time.
Dragonborn. Need me for something?
Oh, God. Oh.
Managing a fortress
Everyone's
isn't much
everyone's
different
fast
than
traveling,
managing
everyone's
weapons
talking.
for a section of Imperial Rangers.
Okay. I've already asked these conversation topics. It's just showing up as, new anyway.
There's a lot of ore in this valley. I can smell it.
Hello, welcome to Morland's famous shop. You wish to purchase many good supplies, yes?
You know, it's gonna be a very minor thing, and some people might disagree with me. I think there's too many references in this mod. It's a little too on the nose. Also, I could tell that Rhoda had a question for me and a quest for me, but let's do this one first. Then we can come back and get hers. But I think there's a little... It's a little bit much. There's too many references. It's a little bit like, okay, I get it. You got Archangel is the name of the Fletcher. The guy's name is Gareth Vicarin. We have Morland, who's a vendor in Mass Effect, and he says that exact same line. We have Brazier Algarvine. The Witcher reference, that to me, that was fine. That was fitting. But past that, it's a little bit much. I'm okay with a couple references here and there, but at some point, I'm just like, alright, I get it. But hey, we unlocked whatever the quest is in the mine, so I'm looking forward to that. And I was right, I just had to, you know, completely excavate the mine and then just kind of wait until a quest popped up. I originally thought that the quest might be tied to whatever the final quest in the mod is, but no, it's just another one of the... Not random quests, because there's no random quest necessarily. It's more of just one of the, you know, miscellaneous quests for one of the townsfolk. But he also seemed to be the only miner in town, or the only one that I've seen, so... Is it just him working on this whole place? Wouldn't that be something? Arkansas Outpost. Oh. Hi, Falmer. How are you? Oh, there's quite a few Falmer in here, just looking at the, looking at my compass. Oh, he's not dead. I thought I was gonna kill him. I thought he was dead. He's still alive. There we go. I need to heal up right now. Okie dokes. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry that I missed. Oh, that's a lot of Falmer. Jesus. Yeah, with encounters like this, you want to space out the attacks a little bit. This is just overloading a player to the point where they're just cornered and can't really do much. I always like the way that, you know, vanilla Skyrim handled encounters, and, you know, I guess in some ways, yes, it becomes boring over time, but I think it's pretty decently balanced. They never overload you with enemies necessarily. It's more of a thing of, oh, okay, you'll fight a handful of enemies at once, and then you'll have a mix of light enemies, maybe some medium enemies, and then one boss/tanky enemy. And it works well. It really does. Something like this where I'm fighting literally 20 enemies at once, it's like, alright, I'm not having a blast with this. You gotta stagger these encounters a little bit more because... I mean, what about people who are playing on, say, a harder difficulty and they just get insta-killed? I mean, yes, in that case, you just lower the difficulty. I'm just on Adept right now. And I could have survived that, I just was not careful enough, I suppose. This always goes back to one of the things that I either wonder about mods or that I think about mods. When you playtest a section like this, did the mod author really go through this and say, yes, this is fun, yes, this is exactly fine as is, does not need to be changed at all, does not need to be reworked or anything? Because it's a little bit much. This is a little excessive. So my question is this gonna be the entire quest? Just kill this group of Falmer and then we're done? Or is there more to this place? Is this only one wave? Oh, and then I turned slightly. And, yeah, there is more to the area. The question is, will there be more enemies? Oh. Okay, there's my shout. Started shouting and then I just went, I don't feel like it. No, I'm not actually gonna shout. Oh, that hit me. So much for dodging, huh? Oh, that barely even hurt him. Well, alright. Wait. I didn't even see what that said. I don't think I'm done clearing this area out yet. Oh, nope, that was it. Return to Odrin, assuming he's even conscious. Slight spelling mistake. You know me. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I get not even aggravated, but it's a pet peeve of mine seeing incorrect grammar or bad spelling or stuff like that. Because it's something that you can just, you know, check so easily, I feel. So when I see it, I'm like, come on. Come on, I will do this for you. I will help. Or I guess I technically am helping, because I'm pointing it out right now. I'm like, see? I found it. Yeah, let's see if he's even conscious. I'm curious now. What if we get back and he's just passed out and we gotta wait till morning for him to wake up? But he's gonna be hungover and he's gonna be no use to us, so who knows? Oh, hey.
Dragonborn, there's something important I need to tell you.
Oh, did he send me here to die? Is that what it is? What's going on?
Well, part of the reason I had you go down here was so I could talk to you privately.
Oh no, he's gonna try and kiss me.
Vanya, Bjarnar's wife. I think she's got Bjarnar enthralled.
Oh. Oh, 'cause she's the vampire. Of course she does. That's the power of love. Are you saying that because she's an elf Odrin? No, this isn't a race issue. She's a vampire. Why is that not an option? I don't know. Orvania seems harmless. Yeah, that's the power of love.
No, not like that. I mean like vampires usually do.
Alright. What makes you think that?
Bjarnar's a strong, experienced Nord warrior. He should be more assertive and independent.
Oh.
But when he's with her, he just seems like such a pushover. Always eager to serve.
That's love. You know what? You're not drunk right now. That's big. I can't ignore this.
Thank you. I'd start asking around, hearing what other people have seen and heard. Anyway, thanks for killing those foul, whatever you call them. Here, take this.
Clandestine armor schematics. Ooh. Started. Labor of love.
Wait. What? You need something?
Oh, and he's drunk again somehow. What I will say is, I always did find the story of how they met a little weird. Of, oh, he was sent to kill a vampire, so he said, oh, haha, you're scared of her? Let me just save the vampire. And then they fell in love. Just thinking, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone be so sympathetic to a vampire, let alone a sellsword. So, yeah, it came across as a little suspicious. Like, it was sweet, but I was still suspicious. Then again, I guess you can be sympathetic to Serana and Dawnguard, but at no point did I ever go, oh, let me go find you some blood. The real question is, why did she never try to get cured? I just thought about that. Why, oh why, did she never try to find a cure for her vampirism? It's a little suspicious now. It's easy enough to find. You can find it, Serana can find it, everyone can find out how to get cured. So it makes me wonder a little bit.
Yes?
Hi. Oh. Where are they? Oh, they're above me? Oh, there's an upstairs to the barracks, okay. This is the one area that I never come to when I'm looking for different characters to talk to find quests and whatnot, so maybe I should be. Alright, we gotta question them individually. So, we'll wake him up, and then we'll wake her up.
Everything is secure.
That's great. But, you know, Orvania told me the story of how you two met. Why didn't you finish the contract?
Because not all mercenaries are witless idiots driven by coin, that's why. More importantly, not everything with fangs is a monster. I've killed lads who hadn't seen 20 winters yet and were more monstrous than her.
You killed teenagers?
Well, they were dabbling in necromancy, but it's not important.
Doesn't she technically dabble in necromancy?
What matters is that Orvania wasn't a threat to anyone innocent, and still isn't.
Okay. Alright.
Honored to be here, Dragonborn.
You just insulted my wife, but I'm honored to be here. Yeah, no, why didn't she get cured? I think it's a valid question. Also, why did Willar trust her? Does Willar know something that I don't about her? I'm hoping he's one of the people we have to ask.
Sometimes I ask myself why I still let Odrin in here. Granted, he's making me a lot wealthier.
Yeah, where's he getting all that money? Does being a miner really pay that well? What do you think about Orvania and Bianor?
Have you ever heard how they met? Chilling, but romantic. I like it. They're certainly an interesting pair, to say the least. A dark elf and a Nord, and the dark elf's a vampire? It almost reminds me of the last scabbard of Akrosh. Why are you asking anyway?
Do you know about vampire enthrallment? Also, I've never seen a whole settlement of people so okay with a vampire living among them. I know we're a valley of outcasts, so we all feel like we're outcasted, but still, I would probably want to live somewhere else.
What? You think Orvania's doing that to Bianor?
You just jumped to that immediately.
Granted, it would explain the unlikely pairing, but Orvania seems like she has good intentions.
You jumped to that immediately. I didn't say anything.
From what I've heard, vampires do that typically to seduce entire villages. I haven't seen her seduce anyone.
Yet. Alright. Okay, that didn't take away the quest marker from her.
I like this place. Might settle here permanently. In time.
So what do you think of Orvania and Bianor?
They seem like decent people. Especially for mercenaries. But I can tell there's something off about them both. Magically. It's hard to explain. When you've used magic as much as I have, you start to feel a pain in your hand when you're around magical anomalies. Maybe I've just used shock spells too much and put a charge on my hand. Who knows? All I can say is they're a magical anomaly.
I'm waiting for it to be, oh, the magic anomaly is that they're in love, and I just go, oh, alright. Thanks.
There's a lot of ore in this valley. I can smell it.
But can you taste it? What do you think of Orvania and Bianor?
Odrin put you up to this, didn't he? He's been about that for a while now. I'll tell you what I told him. No one cares. The guards are still doing their jobs, Bjarnar's still doing his, and Orvanya's doing hers. What does it matter if she casts some spell on him?
So you don't even think it's impossible, you just don't care. Apathy is death, dude. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So now the question is, who else do we ask? Oh. Alright, that marker's very far away, so... Let's see who we're asking. Is it the fisherman? No, I think it might be the fisherman. I don't know why we're not asking Willar. That seems like an oversight.
Hey, you like fish?
I do, but what I would like more is information about Orvania and Bjarnar.
Oh, you ever seen Nord in a dark elf? Quite a sight to
Stop. Never mind. That's not what I meant. Why are you watching them?
Alright then.
That's it. Confront Orvania. I feel like we don't have enough evidence about anything. This is why I think we should have asked Willar. It's like, Willar, how did you come to hire them? Willar, why do you think that this is an okay idea? Why do you think that she can be trusted? We just ask the random people who probably don't interact with them as much. And our source of information is Odrin, the drunk and racist man. But I guess, you know, there's a magical anomaly. And the orc, who's the other miner in the town, also doesn't think that it's a stretch that she might be charming him. So I guess let's confront her with that. Rise and shine.
Honestly, this fortress might be more secure than Blacklight in Morrowind.
Well, there's something important I need to talk to you about, Orvania.
What? Is this a security issue? I'll get on it as soon as possible.
No. This is up Bjarnar. Have you enthralled him? That's very insulting to say to someone's face.
Have you gone insane? That's preposterous. The man's my husband, for Azura's sake. How did you even get that idea? Is it just because I'm a vampire?
Pretty much, to be fair. It's just that Bjarnar seems very obedient towards you. Yeah, it's just gonna be love, and I'm just gonna get called out for being not a fan of vampires. She's probably just gonna hit me or something.
And just because he's a Nord mercenary, he should be brash and assertive?
He has killed teenagers.
Your entire claim is based on stereotypes.
I mean, it is. That is fair. Sorry that I've angered you. I'm just trying to make sure everything's okay. For Akatosh's sake, calm down. No one likes an angry vampire. Oh, that's one way to really piss someone off. No, that's just the assumption you're making.
Well, then explain how it isn't.
Well, you haven't denied this yet. Why not?
Because it's true.
Aha!
Fine. After all these years, you've finally put a stop to the foul beast's reign over the noble warrior.
Aha!
Before you try to kill me, I highly suggest hearing me out.
Fair enough. What do you have to say in your defense?
With my condition, I'd never be able to live in the midst of civilization again. Without it, I wouldn't be able to fend for myself and others. I don't want to be a vampire. I know there are cures possible through conjuration magic, but I understand that I can use this curse to help others.
What?
Still, I just want to live a normal life, or as close as I can get to one.
What do you mean, help others?
I wanted a husband, and I was enamored with Bjarnar. But what sane man would love a vampire? My only choice was to enthrall him.
You didn't need a lover, you're preying on him, and it stops now, with you, dead. I understand, Orvania, I'm sorry. I won't mention this to anyone. I'm sorry, but you need to release Bjarnar. I'll tell him first.
There is an issue, though, if I'm to free Bjarnar. I simply don't know how.
Oh.
Freeing thralls isn't something that's typically done without killing the vampire.
Right. Do you have any ideas to figure this out?
I would start by searching the layers of the vampire covens throughout Skyrim. There are a few noteworthy ones I'd search. I'll mark those down on your map.
Great.
Also, there's a vampiric couple who run a lumber mill here in Falkreath. Hurt and Hearn. They might know something.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to them, and they're going to be the ones who know. But they're just gonna
Honestly, this fortress might be more secure than Blacklight in Morrowind.
They're just gonna be unvoiced, so I'm just gonna get there and I'm gonna have to voice them myself. Okay, so she was right, or I was right. I feel a little bit better now in that I don't just come across as, I guess it doesn't count as a racist, because vampire... it's not really a race, necessarily, it's an affliction. North Frequent Bastion... Half Moon Mill, there we go.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be in here. I'm not going to warn you again.
Oh.
Out.
Alright.
I'll call the guards.
Alright, I'm leaving.
You Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
Do you get many guests?
We have guests as often as we can, but there aren't a lot of travelers these days. The war keeps people off the roads.
Do you like it out here? Away from everything?
Other people just make things complex. Out here, Hearn and I can get everything we need from the occasional traveler.
Okay. Where is Hearn? Because the chest in their house had nothing. But that's what was marked, so... Huh, I don't know. So yeah, there's nothing here. They don't have anything to say. There's nothing in the house. So it's just gonna be one of the other locations then. Oh, how many do we have? We have North Frequent Bastion. We have Haymar's Shame. Broken Fang Cave. Yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of them. I kinda hope that they all have something, or they'll all have the note that I'm looking for, and that I don't need to go to every single one of these, because in that case, that's gonna be terrible. Oh, we finally found it. I had to look this up just because I went to every other location. This is the last location marked by the quest. The way that this was set up was that the book is set to spawn in one of the random locations marked by the quest. So any of those locations, the book can be in it. You don't know which one it's going to be. It changes every time. And people were having a glitch where sometimes it wasn't showing up at all. And the mod author was not able to duplicate the bug, but they said if you install the sequel to the mod, that fixes it. So I don't know what's going on there. But either way, we have the book. Let's read it. I am so glad, because I have just been going around for the past 40 minutes now, just trying to find a book, going through every vampire lair marked by this quest. Negotiating with the Undead, a guide to dealing with non-violent and remorseful vampires, by Regis Godfrey, 4th Era, year 52. Forward. I am over 300 years old. When I was 45, I survived an attack by vampires on my caravan. I never had any desire to be a vampire, to prey on the innocent, to be immortal, but this is what the Nine have chosen for me, and I assume they expect me to make the best of it. Or, you know, cure yourself, dumbass. With that, I have since pledged myself to using my abilities as a vampire to rout out necromancy wherever I find it, and assisting witch hunters, the men and women who typically burn my kind in a gout of mage fire or arcane sunlight, in doing the same. In doing such, I must instruct them and those brave souls who succeed them in doing the same. Okay, how long is this book? Because... not too long. Let's go to the part about vampire, or vampiric enthrallment. As stated previously, vampires typically prefer to dominate rather than kill, often keeping a number of thralls. These thralls generally serve the purposes of protection, accessibility to blood, and on occasion, sexual gratification. In truth, the first thing a thrall experiences when becoming a thrall is a powerful, romantic attraction to the vampire preying on them, which will grow into a deep devotion with them. This is caused by an event similar to soul trapping, in which fragments of the victim's soul are taken in by the vampire. Oftentimes, vampire thralls will not become free upon the death of the vampire, as said vampire was already dead. In regards to magic, little difference has been made. In cases of weaker enthrallment on strong-willed victims, it has been seen that the death of the host can lead to the freedom of the thrall, though this may lead to madness. Those who have been freed in this manner say they frequently hear their old master whispering to them. Luckily, however, there is an easier way to free a thrall, though it can only be performed by the host. The ritual requires 3 fragments of a black soul gem, which are used as a conduit to transfer the entirety of the victim's soul back into their body and the heart of a Dremora, which symbolizes the domination of those stronger than the Domineer and thus the liberation of mortals. So 3 black soul gem fragments and a Daedra heart. Hey, Bianor, how you doing? How are you?
Tough fight that was. Good to see my men were ready.
Your men didn't do jack shit. We haven't been attacked at all. Did you know that Orvania is using vampiric enthrallment on you?
Oh, that's ridiculous. She's my wife, damn it. Stop being so foolish.
I mean, she admitted to it. She told me herself.
What? Why? Why would she do that?
She didn't think you'd love her without being enthralled.
Gods, I had no idea. Worse yet, I think she might be right. I need to stay under her control, for her sake. Talos knows what I might do if I break free.
No, that's the enthrallment talking. No, you deserve to be free.
Well, part of that freedom is making the choice to stay with Orvania.
So... But you just... Okay. It's not a decision you made freely. Don't you get that? The freedom is if you are freed from the enthrallment and then you say, yes, I still love her. You right now cannot make that decision. You're under her control.
Of course, but I just can't have her let me go. Too many unknowns.
What? Are you afraid? Being forced to love your wife isn't love at all. Oh, and that just... Alright. I got a glimpse of, what it said.
Honored to be here, Dragonborn.
It said, damn it, you're right, and I did not catch the rest of it, because it was a split second on screen, and that was it. Okay. Okay. Here we go. There are some fragments in Fort Dawnguard, near the Arcane Enchanter. You can also find them in potion shops and stuff as well, except it's more of a random chance to spawn or be in the inventory for potion shops. What I'll say about having to go and find the book was, I like that it incorporates vanilla dungeons, but the fact that it's a random chance to spawn at one of those, it makes the quest very drawn out, but to the point that it's almost unnecessary. Like I said, 40 minutes just going through all of those vanilla dungeons and areas again for a chance to find the book. It should be... If you want to do the random chance of it being in one of those locations, maybe just reduce the number of locations, because it is the thing of... If you're unlucky like me and you have to wait until the very last one to find the book, it can be a little frustrating, it can be just a little bit long. Especially if you're playing this just for the new content and not to go through, you know, vanilla content again.
Honestly, this fortress might be more secure than Blacklight in Morrowind. The Citadel is secure, Dragonborn.
It's not letting me talk to her.
The Citadel is secure, Dragonborn.
Really? It's not letting me talk to her.
Honestly, this fortress might
What?
be more secure.
Bring the book, Soul Gem Fragments, and Daedra Heart to Urvania. Unless I didn't take the book, but I did take the book. Yeah.
Ask away.
Okay. I think we fixed it. I couldn't find anything in regards to how to get this to work, so I just went into the console commands and moved the quest stage along. I made a save in case this one quest stage is not the correct quest stage, but I guess we'll see. Because the problem is it just wasn't moving her along at all, so hopefully this fixes it.
Urvania.
Here we go.
It's over. I've discovered your...
The Dragonborn told you. I can tell you're fighting to break the enthrallment. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yes, I am not your puppet anymore, you damn... Ugh.
Gods, I'm sorry. I'll release you. Whatever happens, I want you to know that I did this because I love you. And I want you to feel the same way.
Ah, damn it. I feel... I don't know. I can't explain it, but thank you, my dear.
It's hard to say what will happen, given time. Not many vampiric enthrallments have been broken before, you know. Until then, I have to ask, are you angry at me?
No, of course not.
What?
I understand why you did what you did, but you didn't need to do it. I love you regardless.
You don't know that.
I'm relieved to hear that. And you know, I love you.
This is the definition of a toxic relationship right here.
Personally, I think we should get some practice targets set up soon. Even mages need to practice their aim.
So what, now everything's fine? You guys are just gonna go about your married lives and you're just gonna act like this never happened? It worked out for everyone?
So am I. You have my thanks, Dragonborn. You've done me a great service.
Well, I can talk to Odrin now.
Honestly?
I just want to talk to Bienor first.
Got something to say?
I want to see what he has to say. Probably nothing. If I had to guess, probably nothing. I thought he was gonna leave, I thought he was just gonna be mad or something, but he's like, oh no, I'm okay, I still love you.
Everything is secure.
I don't think he has anything to say. I think that's literally it.
Everything is secure.
Yep, okay.